Hey guys, Realtor Adele, your favorite realtor and investment property strategist. Welcome to the monthly housing market report where we discuss topics like home prices and appreciation, housing affordability, mortgage interest rates, and current real estate trends. We also take a look at inflation, the job market, as well as geopolitical activity and whatever else may currently be impacting the housing market as a whole. In this month's report, we will review home prices, the current appreciation rate, determine if it's still a seller's market, and see where we are with mortgage interest rates. Lastly, we'll take a look at how the housing market is impacted during a presidential election year. See you on the inside. Nationally, home prices have increased or been on a steady yet moderate climb all year in most markets. In Metro Atlanta, single-family detached homes have increased by an average of $21,110 month over month so far for the year. Now, keep in mind that all real estate is local, so this number, of course, will vary based on location. Collectively, the average rate of appreciation is projected to be 2.8% for the remainder of the year. And that is a normal rate of appreciation when it comes to home prices. Now, you're probably looking at this chart and thinking that these prices are kind of surprising, to say the least, and especially considering the fact that we can see quite a significant increase for single-family homes since we started the year, so from January through June. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not sure if this is seasonal. Of course, spring, summer is the peak time in real estate, so that may have something to do with it. But we're also still having a challenge with inventory, and of course, home prices will reflect, or should I say, there will be pressure on home prices based on the availability of homes for sale. With the steady increase in home prices, it's no surprise that inventory levels have increased. And this is because there aren't as many options when it comes to entry-level homes, and first-time home buyers are the largest pool of buyers, and that's usually the case in any market. Due to inflation and rate hikes, naturally there is an affordability issue. And I mentioned previously that summer is a peak season in real estate. It's a time when most people move, especially families with children, since they want to be settled before the start of the school year in August. Despite the fact that there's additional inventory in the marketplace, we're not seeing that much of a reduction in home prices. Now, there are some markets where prices are stagnant, and of course, in some instances, sellers will reduce their asking price, which more times than not, it's a reflection of a price correction as a result of initially overpricing or being too ambitious on that asking price when the home was first listed. Whether you are buying your very first home, whether you are downsizing or right-sizing to fit your current lifestyle, whether you're selling a home or property, or whether you are starting or building a real estate investment portfolio, it's important to know whether it's a buyer's or seller's market. Like any other product or commodity, the amount of homes available for sale at a given time determines who have the upper hand. Is the current market more advantageous to buyers or is it more advantageous to sellers? To make that determination, we look at the amount of homes available for sale and compare it to the amount of people wanting to buy. In Metro Atlanta, we are currently in a seller's market and have been for a number of years. For single-family homes, there is 3.3 months supply of inventory available and 3.8 months for condos and townhomes. I would like to mention that seeing higher inventory level for condos and townhomes is not unusual. The majority of people do prefer a detached single-family home. A balanced market is when there is 6 months of available inventory. Anything over 6 months is considered a buyer's market, and anything less than that is a seller's market. Around the 5-month mark is when we see more cooperation or willingness to negotiate from either party, depending on which way that scale is weighing. Let's take a look at the current mortgage interest rate for a 30-year fix. And this chart or information is courtesy of Freddie Mac. We are currently at 6.77% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and rates have decreased since a few weeks ago. In fact, in the month of July, we have seen quite a bit of decreases or decline in mortgage interest rates. I did include those at the bottom of this slide. I thought it was interesting, and you will note that on July 3rd, the rate was just under 7 at 6.95, and then about a week later, rates went down again to 6.89, and then as of July 18th, rates went down again to 6.77%. Now, it's not unusual to see mortgage rates go down or decrease when we're in a presidential election year, and usually we see that ease on mortgage interest rates as, of course, the time gets closer to elections. No one has a crystal ball. We don't know what's going to happen, but the following slide, you will see some mortgage rate predictions from quite a number of industry experts as to when they think rates will even go down further. And there are a lot of people who feel that rates should be lower than what they are. However, we all know that, what do I want to say here? We all know that wherever rates are, or there's a domino effect, or there's usually a reason why rates may be higher than expected, and why they may not dip to the expectations that we may have. A lot of it has a lot to do with what's going on in the economy, geopolitical activity, and of course how risky it is to lend money. Let's take a look at real estate trends in Metro Atlanta. And of course, we're focusing on pending sales, closed sales, the days on market, the average sales price, the percentage of list price received. So how much did the seller get based on their asking price? And then, of course, the month supply of inventory, which I mentioned previously, determines whether if we're in a buyer's or seller's market. The left side of the chart is for residential detached, so single family detached. The right side is for condos and townhomes. Pending sales, we're starting with detached, 3631. Actual closed sales, 3717. And days on market, 26. Average sales price $604,543. As mentioned, we have seen the average home price increase each month so far for the year for single family detached, and that average amount of increase was $21,110. The percentage of list price received 99.2, month supply of inventory 3.3. For attached homes, pending sales 1,017, closed sales 958, days on market 38, average sales price $411,784, percent of list price received 98.8%, then month supply of inventory 3.8%. To recap, home prices have been on a steady climb all year. For the remainder of 2024, home prices are expected to increase by an average of 2.8%. In Metro Atlanta, home prices have increased by $21,110 month over month for single-family homes. Although there is an increase of inventory on the market, we're not seeing a decrease in home prices. When we do, it's more of a price correction. Inventory levels for Metro Atlanta is 3.3 months for single family and 3.8 months for attached homes. We're still in a seller's market. A balanced market is 6 months supply of inventory, and a buyer's market is 7 or more months of inventory. Average sales price for detached homes is $604,543 for detached homes and $411,784 for condos and townhomes. Average days on market is 26 for single family and 38 for attached homes. Currently, mortgage rates are at 6.77% for a fixed rate mortgage. And lastly, a presidential election year does not historically affect home prices or real estate trends that were already in play prior to the election. As always, it's my goal to bring you accurate information from trusted sources so that you can make the best decision for yourself and your family. Please share this video with anyone you feel may benefit from it. And that's all for now. See you on the next video.